As a new One Piece fan, these are some things that stopped me from getting into One Piece sooner. I think I figured out what the number one thing is, but let's go over a couple of the smaller things. I got into One Piece in 2022, so that means at that point there was about 1,000 episodes, maybe a little bit more at that point, and we all know that this is an obvious answer. The amount of episodes was definitely a large barrier to entry. Obviously, I was making the argument that if I have to watch 1,000 plus episodes of a show and still not even know about the One Piece, then why am I going to watch it? Boy, was I wrong, though. Another thing is just the art style in general. One Piece generally has a very goofy tone to it, and that's not a diss, that's just the way Oda draws things. The characters are drawn way out of proportion, everything looks a little wild and cartoony and goofy, and for me, I was a massive, shonen lover, I wanted big crazy fights, I love Naruto and Bleach, so having those two in my corner, it was tough for me to make the jump over to One Piece. But I think the honest to God number one reason why me, as an American, did not get into One Piece in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was the 4Kids dub. The 4Kids dub was so bad. And I think that kind of poisoned my mind leading all the way up to 2022 when I finally decided to go back and give it a shot. Because again, at the time, I was watching anime like Naruto and Bleach. So then going over to One Piece and then also being the 4Kids dub with those goofy, awful, overdubs and the horrendous censorship they put in it, that was just genuinely awful. And I think it left a bad taste in my mouth. And I feel like I carried that all the way into my adulthood thinking, wow, One Piece is just some lame, goofy, for kids kind of show, and it's not something that I could get into. And now here we are, we're in the middle of Wano. It's absolutely one of my favorite shows. One Piece straight up changed my life. It is absolutely amazing. I completely understand all the hype. Yes, it does take a little bit more to get into than some other animes. I would say it takes specifically 37 episodes, but I am so happy that I started this One Piece journey. It has been so worth it. If you're even considering starting it, start it. It's worth it, I promise.